Because they can go in.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Welcome to the Town of Vesuvius regular open meeting of council, November 26, 2024, 2 p.m. in council chambers. So first off is the approval of the agenda, and there are no late items. Mrs. Robinson, no, thank you very much. Could we have Councillor King, Councillor Poderica, all in favor? Thank you. And the adoption of some minutes, the regular open minutes from November the 12th and the special open minutes from November the 21st. Could we have a motion to have those adopted, please? Councillor Bennett, Councillor Poderica, all in favor? Thank you. So first up, business arising from the minutes. I think it was in October that we were requested to send a letter re-parking concerns at the Kelowna General Hospital and the Penticton Regional Hospital. And in fact, council did send a letter to Interior Health, President CEO about our concerns. And we did get a letter back from Mrs. Brown concerning the parking capacity for both, and she agreed that she would continue to look at it. They have tried to provide more capacity and parkades at both places, but she finishes by saying, I hope this information is helpful and can assure you that parking accessibility at all Interior Health sites is routinely monitored to address demands. So we just wanted to make sure that people saw that in the agenda. And we do not have to receive that because it's already in there. Thank you. So we'll now move on to water matters for Water Districts 8 and 9 financial accounts. And as of November the 26th, 2024, they are in the amount of $15,197.61. So could we please receive that for information? Thank you. Councillor Moreira, Councillor King, all in favor. Thank you very much. And now we have Mrs. Robinson is going to do appointment to the Okanagan Regional Library Board. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Worship. So in front of you is yearly appointment that needs to be made to the Okanagan Regional Library Board. The recommendation in front of you is that Councillor Bennett be appointed to the Okanagan Regional Library Board with Councillor King as their alternate.
Councillor Bennett, Councillor King, are you okay with this? Great. So could we, that Councillor Bennett has been on the board for the last two years, and he attends meetings regularly. So have you ever had to go to a meeting? Good. Okay, so you're the alternate. Could we have a motion then, please? Thank you. Councillor Poderica is moving that we accept the recommendation. And can I second that? Thank you very much. All in favor? Thank you. And acting mayor appointments for 2025. Mrs. Robinson?
Thank you, Your Worship. So the report in front of you is legislated, pardon my language. It's a legislated requirement that we have the acting mayor's appointments for each year. So it's a recommendation that we bring forth every year. And this year it's following the same process from last year, and we have made only a small change with Councillor Poderica and Councillor Chong switching the months. Other than that is the standard as what it was in 2024.
Thank you very much. Councillor Poderica, did you know this? Yes. Good. I think it was because we noticed Councillor Chong had specifically asked that he needed some time off in January. So we just thought that would be an appropriate switch. Is everybody in favor of this? Okay, could we have a motion, please, that we accept this? Thank you. Councillor Poderica, Councillor King, all in favor. Thank you very much. And Mrs. Robinson, you're on again. Regular council, committee of the whole and select standing committee meeting dates.
Thank you, Your Worship. So the report in front of you is the calendar for our standard regular council meetings and committee of the whole meetings. If you would like to go to the calendar, you will note that July, August, there's only one meeting as per last year. We're following it. For September, we are only having one meeting, as the fourth meeting in September is when you are all at UBCM. So we're just going to have the one meeting in September. And in December, again, we will only be having one meeting if the recommendation is approved, as the 23rd of December is quite close towards the holidays, and we've chosen to not have it. If at any point we do require a meeting, we can call a special open at any time and move forward with business as required.
Thank you very much. This looks similar to last year. It's a similar schedule. Council, anybody have any concerns about this? Councillor King?
Yeah, no concerns. I think it's great. You'll be sending out calendar entries if this gets passed?
Yes, I will be sending out the calendar entries and for all of the UBCM or SILGA that you will be attending.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So what we need here, please, is the recommendation that council varies by scheduling a single meeting date, yes, and that council approves the schedule as presented. Thank you. Councillor King, Councillor Poderica, all in favor. Thank you. And next is the general net payroll and Sun Bowl Arena financial accounts. So as of November 26th, general cash requirements are in the amount of $1,541,537.26. Sun Bowl cash requirements of $4,808.72, and net payroll accounts of $119,770.28. Could we please have a motion to receive these three amounts? Thank you. Councillor Poderica, Councillor Chong, all in favor. Thank you. He knows, was just, I'm sure you did. Okay, next is the advisory committee meeting minutes, and the first one is the October 29th, 2024 Airport Advisory Committee minutes, and so it's both pages, just one. Councillor Poderica, is there anything that you would like to
Thank you,
say
Worship.
about this?
No, pretty much touches base on our last update to council. Just that the Airport Advisory Committee continues working with our Chris Grove from Lidstone regarding our potential management agreement.
So you have another meeting before Christmas or not until
We just had one on
2020?
the 18th, and I think we're just waiting back on a couple things, hopefully, and then as well as waiting an update from True on the master plan. So.
Great, thank you very much. So can we just have a motion, please, to accept this for information? Councillor King, Councillor Bennett, all in favor. Thank you. And now we will ask the CAO for his report, please.
Thank you, Your Worship. The Community Services is getting ready for Elf in the Park back in December. I think that's a pretty successful event, and so that's planned to occur again. They're setting up a toy donation box in the lobby of the Sonoran Center. I guess Kiwanis are going to be picking them up and distributing toys to families in the area, so strongly encouraged if you have an extra toy to visit the Sonoran Center. December 31st, there's going to be the Snowflake Skate again, so they're working with that. Within corporate services, this is a time when bylaw deals with some of their more lengthy files. There's a some files require a significant amount of work. And we've got some wildlife issues that have been in town the last little bit, some wild horses, so they've been dealing with that. I just want to encourage people, if they do see the wild horses, like, don't go up to them. They are wild, and yeah, just for safety, stay away. Fire department, the overhead doors have been completed. New businesses in town, Sterling Notary Public, that's right across the street from us. Sand and Sage Skin Rejuvenation, and IRK General Contracting Limited are all new businesses in town. And change of address, McLeod, and I'm not even gonna attempt the last name there. Lawyers has moved to number 202 8309 Main Street. In operational services, if you're driving downtown, you're probably seeing some Christmas lights being installed. They've been busy doing that. And a lot of other maintenance things, getting ready for, unfortunately, the weather that's going to likely come, which I'm not going to say what it is to jinx us. That concludes my report.
Thank you very much. Could we please have a motion to receive this for information? Councillor Bennett, Councillor Chong, all in favor. Thank you. Okay, we'll go on to council reports. Councillor Bennett.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. November 14th, attended the Spear Ridge for the Meep Desert Heritage Society fundraiser for the rest of council. November 20th in the morning, I was at the Okanagan Regional Library Board in Kelowna. And it was very interesting. One of the reports was they did a test on the cyber protection report. And because they have 30 locations, 47 servers, 900 plus devices, plus 80 plus Wi-Fi's. So they're concerned about their whole system. So they had a guy come up for a week from San Diego. He's a hacker, and he spun tests the whole situation. And they purposely put one little thing in there at the start, and it took them a week to find it. So we're in good hands as far as the library board. But that's how many servers and how big the library board is. And then in the afternoon, I come back for the Desert Soyuz AGM with council. And then November 23rd, we had the AGM for the Trails of the Okanagans, and I'll do a little more reporting on that later. That's my report.
Thank you very much. Councillor Chong.
Attended the same fundraiser and it was always a great event. And then of course we had our special open, the public input, and then our water, sewer, garbage budget deliberations on last Thursday. I would like to thank our two attendees. It's not easy sitting through multiple hours of budget deliberations. So it's a testament to their commitment and passion for the town. So just wanted to give thanks for that. That concludes my report.
Thank you very much. Councillor Poderica.
Thank you, Your Worship. November 18th, had to think which month, I attended CO Risling meeting with the Sousa Airport Development Committee. As mentioned earlier, as we continue to work through a couple of our projects. And then last Wednesday did attend the Decisus AGM, where they had Peter Pilarski attend. Peter Pilarski is a digital marketer who has a really extensive background in artificial intelligence and how to use that to your, for businesses to use that towards further advantage or their unfair advantage. As well as, and he also is the founder of the AI Tourism Network. And so really interesting conversation there and what took place, as well as Decisus has had 3 new board directors join this year. So welcome to those new directors. And that's my report.
Thank you very much. Councillor King.
Yeah, thank you, Madam Mayor. As you heard earlier, we all attend the Inkamik Desert Heritage Society fundraiser on the 14th. And then on the 15th, we had the open house at Sonora Center. And I really want to thank the community and the people that were there that submitted some great ideas and things to look at for our special open budget meeting, which happened on the 21st. That's my report.
Thank you very much. So I've got a couple of things that I was at. I was on November the 13th at the Regional District meeting in Penticton, and it was, sorry, it wasn't on the 13th, there was another day, but there's lots of different meetings on. We were looking at regional grant in aid applications, which we know as we do it in the town as well, in the spring, but this was regional, and all of the groups made a presentation to all of us on the board. And there was also part 2 of the strategic planning at the RDOS. Certainly, we were all at the fundraiser at Inconeep Desert Cultural Center. And I was at the Okanagan-Similkameen Collaborative Leadership Table signing. It was in Penticton. And all of the communities who signed on to this, at the bottom it says, Okanagan-Similkameen Collaborative Leadership Table, working together on matters of common concern to protect and restore water in the Okanagan-Similkameen watersheds, now and for future generations. And all of us signed a form, and we were all presented with one of these. It's a picture that was painted by a member of the PIB, Penticton Indian Band. And so there was quite a ceremony, and we signed it and had a picture taken, and it was very nice of the Times Chronicle to put a picture of that in the paper last week. So this hangs in the lobby of Town Hall. And I've been on a couple of ETSI BC meetings, and I have 2 more this week. That's the Economic Trust of the Southern Interior, and they look at economic development things. And one of the things that we're doing is looking at DRIPA, at 4.9, and First Nations inclusion in ETSI BC governance structure. And we're looking at that. We've had a couple of meetings with everybody. Our ETSI BC goes from, I think it's Blue River, down to the border and over to the Alberta border. So it's a very large area that's divided up into the Thompson Okanagan region and the Columbia Kootenay. And I'm the RAC, Regional Advisory Committee Chair for the Thompson Okanagan, and the Mayor of Salmo, Diana, I'll think of her last name, Diana, I call her. She's the Mayor of Salmo, and she is, and we both work on this committee, and it's very interesting, and I'm happy to be on it. It is certainly any community. It's geared to rural, small communities, more than the large cities. And there are twice a year applications for funding for various things. So we need to look at that. Destination Osoyoos, AGM. I was interested in hearing about the AI chat that was there. I was busy listening, and Zach was sitting beside me and he was taking notes. So that's a good thing. And I was also at the Sonora Center for a special open, it was the RDOS providing information on the garbage recycling and landfill issues, and water and sewer, well, not water and sewer on that one, but the garbage part. And they were showing how the garbage cans are being ordered through RDOS so that we can get a very good deal on them with everybody working together. And of course, at the last budget meeting, we heard that Osoyoos is also being included in that and getting, this is just for Area A, the one I was at. But Osoyoos will be doing, having the same thing, but a year later. So we're trying to be prepared for that and working together because there's quite a cost saving when we do that. I just want to mention that the Christmas Light Up is December the 6th and 7th. And the 6th at 6:30 is the parade. And then there's a bonfire down at Gyro and some fireworks after that. And on the 7th, there is a Kiwanis craft fair at the Legion. On the morning of the 6th, there's the Kiwanis helps Smitty's put on a free breakfast. I think it's from 7 o'clock till 10 o'clock. And it's if you bring a toy or a cash donation, you can get a free breakfast that is provided by Smitty's. So they've been doing this for years, and it's pretty amazing. So I encourage everybody to go. And I also want to say, when you're doing your Christmas shopping and so on this year, please try and support local businesses because they're the ones that need our help. So gift certificates, take like I'm doing, taking some of my friends out for dinner, some of the local restaurants. There's all kinds of ways that we can support local businesses, and that helps our whole community. So that's all that I had to say today, and I will look for a termination. Councillor Chung, Councillor Poderica, all in favor. Thank you.